And it will be a draw.
Carlsen, that's a game we must talk about. There are so many things to follow, and of course this is one of the top games besides the leaders.
Yeah, that's the position over there. IVanchuk is 2 pawns up and absolutely winning.
Oh my! Is that once again happening, that Vassily IVanchuk spoils Magnus Carlsen's tournament?
I'm not sure if... Yeah, that's the present position. And IVanchuk is absolutely winning.
That's
IVanchuk
it.
Is absolutely
there has to be a blunder
against Magnus Carlsen.
If not, this
I don't know what was happening. We had some, or it was me. I could not find the win, but now the game. But now, descending. There is nothing to talk about. White is winning. It's just some theoretical chances.
What is it that IVanchuk has? That he has this capacity of spoiling Magnus's tournaments?
Not only Magnus's. I mean, IVanchuk is a very strong player.
Of course.
If you remember, you were referring to this London candidates, which Magnus eventually won, thanks to IVanchuk, who has beaten Kramnik in the last round.
Yeah. But still, I think it must be what you have said, that he is very motivated against the top players. So he might not play his best chess against the 2500, 2600, but he's super motivated facing the top players of the world. He used to be at the very top, and still he's such a strong player and such a spectacular player.
Was a check. King F2.
He's even up on time.
Knight D7, and IVanchuk is also up on time, and 2 extra pawns. So...
this
really,
is just technically winning.
Yeah, he just has to play somewhat careful, and he's going to beat the world champion.
Incredible, because Magnus has won his last 4 games, and it seemed that he's on a roll. He might win a couple of more and join the leaders, but Vassily IVanchuk said, no way.
Yeah, that's interesting. And once again with IVanchuk, he had a wonderful tournament yesterday, but then in round 5 he lost to Ronin, a very painful game.
Yes.
Basically entering the position Ronin had analyzed till the end. And, well, one might think, okay, now IVanchuk will start losing, now he will lose his concentration, his motivation, but never happened. So he has won in the 6th round, and now he's about to beat the world champion.
There's another result on the top board, which is Vichy Anand beating Li Chao.
Okay.
So Vichy goes up to
5.5.
5.5 points. That's very good out of 7 games. And yes, that will mean that Aronian has 6.5, as well as Korobov. And the rest of the players...
6. They have 6.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Korobov and Aronian are on join first.
Exactly, yeah. Aronian only drew.
And must be few players on 5.5. Right, so it's Anand, it's most likely IVanchuk. Then we had Mamedyarov and Melkumian, who probably finished already.
They're still playing.
Oh, they're still playing. So I'll, try to see what's going on here.
I think we
stay on this game. No, I'll just
even
check.
Even though it's winning,
yeah, of course that's that's what people like to see. That's what people like to see, definitely. And we have one more candidate to be on 5.5 after 7 rounds. It's Levant Pansulaya or Maxim Vachier-Lagrave. So I'll check if this game has finished. Pansulaya with Vachier-Lagrave, they are also playing. It's a very, in fact, a very entertaining game.
Yeah, we shall have a look at that
let's.
well.
No, we cannot. I mean, it's a funny position.
Let's wait for this game. Although I don't see any chance for Magnus, unfortunately. It's just that 2 pawns up and the white pieces are better.
Yeah,
so your
now
king is better, the bishop is superior, the rook is active.
Yeah, the king is coming to g6, by the way. Then how do you stop that? Rook d2 was the last move on the diagram, right? Just appears over there. Bishop to c6. No, rook to c6. Yeah, have to say IVanchuk is merciless. Now this rook from the, a good place on c3, protecting all the 3rd rank and so on, it gets to even better position to a6. And we'll take the pawn on a7. And it looks like Magnus understands it all. He
I
does
think
play a move.
After the game finishes, I think we should just quickly see how he lost his pawns.
Rook went to a6, knight... what?
Knight f6,
Yeah,
check, king f5.
looks like...
Oh, dropping the rook.
Aha. Magnus offers the exchange of the rooks. Is that?
Rook d7, protecting the pawn.
Rook d7, protecting. And now what do you do? You put the king on g6. I mean, basically, you can probably take on f6 in this position. Might be still winning, but you don't do this.
Yeah,
No,
why
you don't
to do it?
You improve the situation. You push the pawns. You play b5, a4, right? So you're getting closer and closer. IVanchuk went g4, so move the pawn on the other side. And g5, right. And then he's thinking if it's afg5, so black has taken on g5 obviously, and then fg5 or hg5. Probably hg5 you take. You take hg5, you put the king on g6, because the 6th rook in 6th rank is protected, yeah.
Oh, this is just hopeless for the world champion.
Absolutely. Yeah, and g6 is a very nice square for the king, obviously, far away from all those checks with the knight. No.
I don't even see a way to blunder unless you blunder your rook.
Yeah, it has to be really a heavy blunder. It's not like... you can say, I mean, black is hoping for white to blunder, but black cannot even create a threat.
Yes,
It has to be
problem.
white blundering something heavily.
No, I think
Bishop
Magnus is already
c6.
considering when to resign.
Yeah, bishop c6, rook d6, and then you take on g7. Is that enough? Probably it is. Even though there are some ideas. Probably you avoid calculating lines, you just play. Rook went to a5, attacking the knight. Knight d4. Knight d4, bishop
And
moves to g4.
Bishop g3, Magnus Carlsen
Bishop
resigns.
g4, and you either have to give the g-pawn or the knight on d4 if you keep the rook on the 7th rank.
Yes, indeed.
So, a convincing victory from
Vassily IVanchuk
Vassily
has
IVanchuk.
just beaten the world champion once again. Can we bring back our analysis board and just have a quick look at how those 2 pawns were gone from the board?
Yeah, well, just a second. I'll try to find this game. IVanchuk against Carlsen, that's the final position. Yeah, we'll
Here
check
it was already
back.
a pawn down.
So it was something pretty much symmetrical, right? Knight a5, an ending, which is, well, black is a pawn up. Bishop b5, it's equal. Bishop c6, castles. Still not much, it seems. Knight e5, f6, bishop to c6. And a huge family fork on c6.
Family fork.
Right, bishop f3. So black took, and knight c6. a7, e5, e7, and both rooks.
That is a family fork in the vocabulary of chess
absolutely.
grandmasters.
Yeah, check here, takes here. And yeah, and from now on it was clear that black plays for tricks and the position is lost. And no tricks worked against IVanchuk.
No,
here.
not
H4,
this time.
Bishop g4, and he has taken the pawn, 2 pawns.
2 pawns and better pieces. So was a completely hopeless endgame for Magnus Carlsen, who is now with this
D6.
game. Let's go and interview Vassily IVanchuk, who has just beaten world champion Magnus Carlsen.
So, we're ready to start. Vassily, you just won a game against world champion Magnus Carlsen. How was it? Very exciting game.
Okay. He had a problem from the opening already, because after I played a3 before bishop b2 already looks that white is better, because I have choice to play e3 or e4, and then he went to endgame, but okay, probably missed nice tactic with bishop f3, knight c6, and after this his position is completely collapsed then.
You are not afraid. He started to jump with his knight, trying to do something. I mean, to create maybe some counterplay. You were sure that it's already winning for you.
Okay, I tried to be accurate. Okay, but okay, maybe he had some chances, but okay, it needs more analysis.
Yeah. I think you are kind of difficult opponent for Magnus. Every time, I mean, if you have a chance, you are beating him in some events. I mean, we remember London, we remember Berlin.
Okay, not every time, but okay. It's,
what is your secret?
At least I want to say that for me always it's big pleasure to play against Magnus.
Yeah. Okay, Vassily, thank you so much.